Hey guys. All right, so I picked up this book. I picked this book up again. I got this book last year from my university's library, and I had to put it back down because I didn't have a lot of time to read it. But last year I did a video about the first tarot card of the deck. So I got this book to better understand tarot, and then when I visited my friend in Barcelona, I got this tarot card deck, the Illuminated Tarot deck. It says there are 53 cards for divination in gameplay. And last year, I shared a video where I made a video explaining what I learned from Zero, which is the Fool in the card deck. So this is the Fool. It's Zero. It's represented by Zero. Made a video about that a while ago, and I was like, you know what? Someone commented on it recently, and I was like, wow, I made this video so long ago. I might as well get back on studying and trying to understand tarot for myself. And yeah, so far, along with this card deck comes with a little manual, and their representation of their cards are a little bit different. An artist made this deck. This is not the standard card deck. So this is the Magician with this card deck. And I guess I can see here there seems to be a goblet, something that looks like a wand, a sword, a table, and the two magicians here. Okay. And in the little manual here, it says that the magician is represented by the King of Clubs, and it represents skill and transformation. And I guess this is considered the actual first card of the deck, even though the Fool is Zero and kind of comes before all the other cards. It's not really, doesn't seem to be considered the first one. I guess it all starts with the Magician. And it's supposed to represent skill and transformation. Okay. So this is what this card looks like. And then I guess the more standard card looks like this. And this is from the book Tarot, Talisman, or Taboo, Reading the World as a Symbol. And if you're interested in this book, I know you can find this book on Amazon. I'll make sure to. Oh, hey, Alicia. I say, how you doing, girl? I know it's super late, but I just wanted to hurry up and get on and do a video. I have not gone to sleep yet. I've been having troubles sleeping, but you can get this book from Amazon, and I'll make sure to include the link in the description after the live is over. Okay. And just one more thing. So, I'm in the process of learning about tarot. I am by no means currently a tarot card reader, an expert, or anything like that. So I'm trying to educate myself as much as possible. Oh no, Alicia, I say you couldn't sleep. You said I had back surgery yesterday. I hope you feel better. I hope you're resting. I'm so happy you caught my live too. I hope you're resting. I hope you're able to rest and heal your back. Okay, so I guess this depiction of the Magician is the more traditional depiction of the Magician, and I'm thinking this comes from the Rider Waite Smith deck. And this deck is composed of 22 major and 56 minor arcana cards. These cards that I have here are not the typical Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This deck was created by an artist, so it's just a little different, okay? But I'm gonna start to read from this book about what the magician is. So it says, this first card describes the attitude we must adopt, indeed, the person we must become if we are to plumb the secret depths and decode the hidden knowledge that the unconscious contains. Oh, so Alicia, I say these cards are the Illuminated Tarot by Caitlin Keegan. Caitlin Keegan is the artist of these cards. And she made this deck. And I'm guessing this depiction of the magician is more of the traditional one, while this is the more artistic one that she came up with. So it says here, he or she is the ancient Hermes, messenger of the gods, unlocking the treasure trove and bringing forth wisdom old and new. The magician supplies the hermeneutics, a more recent scholarly term which allows for translation into our everyday lives of the strange symbolic logic of the unconscious. It is not possible for the magus or for us to definitely crack the secret code. The unconscious always remains a mystery, but a certain attitude, awareness, intuitive attention is what we must find and adopt if we are to undertake the strange but necessary journey. So I'm guessing that the magician represents the tools that we'll need in order to begin to understand our unconscious minds. And, if I think about it, that is really important. I did pick up a book recently by Carl Jung, the really famous, psychoanalyst. He talks a lot about the unconscious mind and how the unconscious mind pretty much controls all of our actions, but in a non-direct way and in a way that is not apparent, and in a way that can go largely undetected, right? I've heard people say that some people will make the same mistake over and over again, or live the same life over and over and over again, or live the same life over and over again, because they haven't taken control of their unconscious mind and set the tone for their unconscious beliefs or unconscious thoughts that are controlling everything that they do, even though they're not consciously aware of it. Whew. Let's see. Okay, I'll just read this line again. It says, the unconscious always remains a mystery, but a certain attitude, awareness, intuitive attention is what we must find and adopt if we are to understand the strange but necessary journey. This magus, so I guess the magician here, this guru, the shaman, who is to dive to the depths and retrieve for us the secret knowledge of our being, has a jaunty look, mostly described by his hat. A sense of humor is essential to this task. The word humor comes from the same root as humus and humility. It is the Latin for earth or ground. We have to be grounded, both feet securely on the ground. Interesting. And it says, look at the card carefully. The magician is standing at a table. So I guess the magician here is standing at a table. It is a working table, but this is the altar, the anvil, where secret wisdom can be forged. His feet are planted firmly on the ground. One foot is shod in red and the other in blue. Half of him is flesh and blood reality. and the other half is hidden inspiration. He is a craftsman. His table is a workspace. On it is a satchel. A satchel right here, from which he has emptied the instruments of his trade, the various games of chance. It says, these represent the bag of tricks that every culture accumulates in the service of its hidden wisdom. Hi, Sergio. How are you? I'm trying to teach myself about each card in the tarot deck. I guess like the major cards. I made a video a while ago about the Fool, and this video is going to be about the Magician. And I have a pretty unique tarot card deck. It doesn't look like the cards in the traditional one. So I'm just using this book to better understand what each card represents, and I guess how they can be used in divination and gameplay. So. Okay, so another interesting point it has here is, although the magician is plying his trade, his gaze is in another direction, absorbed by something else. This describes a kind of attention or awareness that is essential for his art, as it is for spiritual activity of any kind, from art to contemplation. Awareness without concentration, uncomplicated presence of mind. Awareness without concentration. Uncomplicated presence of mind. This first arcanum, the principle underlying the other 21 major arcana cards, teaches us the central rapport that should exist between personal effort and spiritual reality. The mystic must be, in a certain way, laid back. One of the golden rules of all searches for wisdom is contained in a line from the Corpus Hermeticum. This is interesting. Alicia Ase says, I need a book like that. There's so many cards and so many meanings. It's true. And I'm like trying to break it down and just teach myself. I did read through this before I came live to try to understand it a little bit and just get the overall gist, but it can be pretty heavy. I'll put the link for the video below if you want to get it off of Amazon, but maybe you'll be able to find this in your library. I got this book from my university's library. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll find something like this. This is a pretty interesting book. I really like this book, actually. Learn at first, concentration without effort. Transform work into play. Make every yoke you accept easy and every burden you carry light. Make every yoke you accept easy and every burden you carry light. This is very interesting. All right, so I guess I'm just going to read the last part of the description of the Magician for the tarot card deck. And it says this first card, which is, I guess, card 1, the Magician, shows us how to play the real game of tarot. It is a mysterious source of wisdom. Mysticism is the source and root of all religion. Without it, there is no real contact with God, and without such immediate and living contact at every moment, religion of whatever kind is dead. The magician, who is the source of secret wisdom, is of necessity a mystic. The essence of mysticism is creative activity of a certain kind. Let me see. So they're saying the root of mysticism is creative activity of a certain kind. I wonder of what kind they are talking about, but we'll see. Hmm. The mystic has to be alive, living the life of resurrection. That is why, in this first card, the person stands upright. Mysticism itself is pure movement. It is a rhythmical attention that requires neither image nor word. The tips of the magician's fingers are touching something. We have to return to the original religious element or source in ourselves. The only prerequisite for prayer is our readiness for this presence of God, our total attention, our simple turn towardness, our unreserved spontaneity. Hmm. This is interesting. And when I went over the Fool, when I went over the other card, Zero, I felt like I understood much better. But this one, I feel thoroughly confused, actually. Not confused per se. Like, I do understand the Magician as a card that represents or a, a symbol, a card or symbol that represents transformation and skill. And when I think about transformation, I do think about alchemy and how that is necessary for any type of magic, any type of spell work, any type of manifestation, right? We think about how important alchemy is. However, all these details about the position in which the magician is standing, these materials that they have here in this picture, isn't so clear. And there are details in this book about it, but I don't understand how that really relates to anything. So, but anyway, I guess I hope this was helpful. I don't know if anyone else is out here trying to better understand tarot. I guess I'll be making more videos trying to teach myself and better understand how these cards are used and what these symbols on each card represent. But yeah. Okay, so let's see. Alicia Ase says, yes, I want to get that book. Okay, girl. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off live and then I'll put the link of the book in the description and then you can get it. Okay? All right. But I hope you guys have a wonderful morning. For me, this is really ridiculous. I need to stop staying up so late, but it's right now it's for me it's 3:43 a.m. Okay, so let's see. Yes, thank you, Alicia. I say get some rest, love. Same time here. Okay. All right, girl. You get some rest too. You make sure you get some rest too. All right, and I will see you guys later. Bye, love. See ya.